Hi, and welcome back to my channel, LeezaMHair. If you're new to this channel, please stay a while and hit subscribe. This is one of my regular clients. She typically gets a partial caramel balayage, but today she wanted to try Burgundy, so we're going to switch it up. Before we get started, I do want to put a disclaimer out there. The products and techniques used in this video are meant for licensed professional use only. I do not advise clients purchasing color and attempting this at home. The purpose of my videos is to inspire other stylists to try new techniques and to give clients an insight of what goes on behind the chair. I would recommend reaching out to me to book an appointment or visiting your local salon to achieve these results. Thank you. Alright, so let's jump right into it. I'm starting off with 25 volume lightener. Okay, so I'm starting in the back here. I twisted up the bottom section of her hair just to keep some dimension here, but what I'm doing is just taking about 1-inch sections and I'm alternating between weaving and slicing throughout the hair. And I'm also giving it a little tease for some blend, and then I'm just going to paint my regular balayage pattern on here. I just like to make sure that's nice and saturated. I'll kind of feather everything up and then I'll put my foils on top. For this technique, I would prefer longer foils, but I ran out this day, so I guess you just gotta work with what you got. So this next section is going to be a weave. It's going to be similar to the slice, but I'm just kind of weaving a couple pieces out, and then I'll tease it up to the root, and then I'll do my balayage pattern. And sometimes I start on the mid shaft and just kind of sweep it up towards the root. You don't always have to do a perfect balayage pattern. I guess it kind of depends on where you're at on the head. So I'm just going to keep working my way up the back of her head. I'm alternating between a teased slice and a teased weave. So I'll give you guys a little bit of info about where I'm located and what I do. So I'm located at Phoenix Salon Suites in Oak Brook, Illinois. My actual suite is called Luxe Boutique. I specialize in cuts, color, and extensions. And if you guys are ever interested in booking an appointment, you could visit my website. It's called www.luxe-bt.com. And I'll put that in the description box below. Typically I use the L'Oreal Clay Lightener, but I'm using their new product. It's called the Blonde Studio Multi-Techniques Lightening Powder, and there's actually a bonder on the inside. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of like Olaplex or any of those other bonding agents that you can use while lightening hair. This one, I guess the bonder is actually already inside the lightener. And so far I've had some good results with it, and it gets the hair nice and light while keeping it strong. So I'm going to start by doing the same thing in the front here, alternating between weaves and slices and teasing. And the only difference is that I bumped up the lightener to 30 volume developer. I do like to kind of gradually increase lightener as I go around the head, and that way the hair can be done processing around the same time in the front and the back. I do really appreciate everyone that subscribed to my channel. I know I've been really slacking with posting videos. It's just this whole COVID thing has thrown me for a curveball. I'm sure it's throwing some of you guys out of the loop too, but there will be more videos to come and more content that I'll be posting. If you have any video suggestions or ideas, things that you want to see, you can just drop those in the comment section below. so all the foils are in. I'm going to let that process until it reaches a nice caramel tone all over. So this part is nothing fancy. I'm just prepping her hair because the color that I put on is going to be Pravana Chroma Silk Vivids, and that has to go on dry hair. So from Pravana's Chroma Silk Vivids, I used red, wild orchid, and violet, and I kind of mixed those together to get a nice burgundy tone, and I actually let my client be a part of this process. So the type of color is called a direct dye, so what you see is what you get. So I just kind of mixed it in front of her, and she let me know when it was a tone that she was comfortable with. So this is the easy part. I'm just taking that color mixture and putting it on the blonde parts of her hair because we want that balayage effect, and I'm just making sure it's nice and saturated. I'm also using my Olivia Garden eye blend brush. It's a brush specifically made to brush color through the hair. I'm just trying to make sure everything is nice and even because we don't want the color to turn out spotty. Alright, now that's going to process for a total of 30 minutes. Alright, so I rinsed out her color after the 30 minutes, and now I'm just going through and cleaning up her haircut, getting rid of any split ends. So I have her looking down for the back part of the haircut. What this does is it makes the haircut come out more level at the end. At the end of her haircut, I am going to go back through and blend to make sure everything looks even, but doing her haircut like this in the back prevents me from having to spend a whole lot of extra time on the blending. And now I'm just connecting the back to the sides. Alright, now it's time to see how this color turned out. I forgot to mention it, but I did put in a leave-in conditioner and a heat protectant before styling. So me and my client both agree that this color looks gorgeous, but I'm just going back through here and making sure that her haircut is nice and even. here are the finished results. We've got this gorgeous deep burgundy and it's perfect for the fall. We stepped outside after I curled it and it looks that much more vibrant in the natural sunlight. Thanks for watching another one of my tutorials. This is just one of many videos to come. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share.